Okay, it's a nice gray day. Right here, this is a 2-year-old home. This is the front portico. We have a smart um, doorbell, which I use to gain access to the home, so I know that it works. And you want the codes, my client, dear client, you want the codes to this, or does this convey? Do they take the home system with them, or one way or the other? You either want the privacy of not having them know when your packages are delivered, or you install your own, or they need to transfer the codes on the smart system like that. That's beyond the scope of what I do. This is a slab foundation. This is a painted brick exterior. Now, an interesting thing about painted brick, okay, brick is an excellent building material. This home can burn down and you can reuse the brick. So that's a good thing, it's so durable like that. But brick is porous, and so it accepts water. We have a drainage plane behind it. But we've taken this brick, which is relatively low or no maintenance system, and we've painted it. So now it's periodically the home's going to need to be painted. It's going to be distressed. Over here I see these tabs on the foundation, pretty close to the front door. That's good. I hardly ever see this. All right, so it certifies that it's a post tension with the Post Tension Slab Institute. It looks like somebody was caring. It looks like that. But we do have painted brick. We got double pane vinyl frame windows. A tree should not be placed closer than 25 feet to the structure, so as to allow for root growth and branches growth, and both of which can be detrimental to the structure for different ways. And this tree is too close. That tree is too close. That tree is too close. I have an idea. I have a feeling that tree is too close. That this is a homeowners association thing, and there's not a lot of front yard either. I get that. So your ability to move this tree, should you want to. Right now it's a nice little kitten. It's not going to bother anybody for a while, but it'll grow up to be a big old nasty tomcat. It will. Where do termites live? In the ground. Oh. What do they eat? Dead wood. Oh. What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house. That's called a clue. It's called a clue. This house is about 2 years old. You probably wouldn't expect, most people would not expect, it'd be reasonable not to expect termites to show up for a few years, 5-7 years. And invariably, we're in North Texas. Those little rascals are going to show up sometime. There's only 2 houses, those that have them and those that don't have them. But at 2 years, it's a pretty safe bet that probably a wood destroying insect report is probably not your best investment, okay, best dollar spent. But we do have wood mulch next to the house, and that's conducive to wood destroying insects. We've got a fence. Everybody wants a fence next to the house, conducive to wood destroying insects. By design, everybody wants plumbing, conducive, all right? And a lot of people want wood mulch. And so, there it is. If you want wood mulch next to your house, just know that it comes in with some inherent risks. Okay, it's something to take into consideration. Fences are beyond the scope of this inspection. And if it was a wood destroying insect, it would be only fences touching the structure. Okay, but here we are. And fences are beyond the scope, but we've got some nice sharp edges for this extension cord to rub on. Huh? Think we can get some action going there? And then the water collects inside this post, and then it corrodes, and then it rots out. So we should have, see, this post has a cap on it. That's what we're supposed to have. You should not use extension cords in permanent applications. Our rain gutters discharge below grade. Coming all along, we can see these big old lines like this. Okay, that's a control joint. Expansion joint, call it what you will, okay? When you have this much brick, we expect some movement. This absorbs that type of movement. We're on expansive clay soil, like I said. You see the lines in the street, they're expecting some movement. So they kind of control the movement, control the crackage, call it what you will. And some people call them expansion joints. Okay, now on this siding, these butt seams, I can't tell, but they're supposed to be sealed, primed, and then flashing tape should have been installed behind them. I very rarely see that. It's hard for me to tell up here with the siding around these windows. There's supposed to be Z-bar flashing, and I can't see that either. I'm not going to talk about whether the ends were primed or not. They weren't, but I can't prove that. I pretty much see that the flashing tape is not behind there. I can pretty much see that the Z-bar flashing is not over the windows. Now see those two little pipes coming out? Okay, our soffit is perforated. We have a continuous soffit vent. That's the air intake. These two little pipes over here on the south side of the house, they're over a window for a reason. Those are for your air conditioners. And if water's draining out of those, that tells you that you need to get an air conditioning HVAC tech out here. You've got a problem. They're there by design. They're supposed to be in front of an obvious location. And you got kind of like double obvious. You got those windows and these windows. Not such a bad thing. The rain gutter, butt end, supposed to be about an inch difference between the rain gutter, a gap between the butt end of the rain gutter and the siding. And then where the roof comes down, you should have kick-out flashing right there. As it is, the water that comes down this, and I know that's a little skinny tie thing, but the water that comes down there is going to come down the wall instead of the rain gutter. These rain gutters are below grade, which is kind of nice. I like that. Okay, but our rain gutter butt end is too close, and we do not have kick-out flashing. We got a worse example, or a better example, depending on your perspective. We've got another example over by the front portico that we're working our way around to. What's your step when you come through here? I'm not kidding, man. There is lots of dog dookie out here. Lots of dog dookie. And that's what all those yellow spots in your yard are. I mean, I'm not here to do landscaping. That's not what I do. This is beyond the scope of what I do. But if I gotta walk around it like this, it's gotta make my report. Okay, medium. Got a little deflection right in there. You see that? Okay. If I don't see a problem inside, it's really not going to make my report. I mean, I'm going to say some natural deflections is what I'm calling. The technical word for that is sumping. All right? And I wish I could say that there was roofs around here that don't have any sumping, but they all do. And I'm going to take a better look at the roof if I can dodge all the dog turds. And I'm going to take a better look at the roof covering. And if I see it's, exaggerated at some point, but when you're out here after you get the dog poop all cleaned up and you're sitting out here in your Barca Raton loungers enjoying a nice glass of vino, and you look up and your friend's going to go like, hey, your roof's kind of woo-woo right over there. Well, you can't say it's supposed to look like that, but that's typical. Patio grills are beyond the scope of this inspection. This one's been used. Oh, I'm trying. I hear the gas. Is it too windy? Oh, give me a break. Got one to light. If I leave it on, okay, they'll all come on. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, and this is in the alternative stuff. But patio grill burners were difficult to light. Only one would light. Get you down to low. Let's turn you all the way to off. Looks like it needs a little bit of cleaning, huh? This is what it looks like underneath. Alright. don't know about the fireplace so much yet, alright? Because I don't have a key out here. So I'm going to say you don't have a key. You don't need a spark arrestor. You don't need a glass energy saving front. Really, because it's concrete, you shouldn't need even a hearth extension. However, it should be obvious that you're standing in front of the fireplace. They could have done that by insetting brick or etching a pattern. But just to walk up to the fireplace like this without being announced, shame on you. I get that. Shame on you. But at the same time, it's supposed to be made obvious so that, basically, any unaware person could, avoid a disaster. And so this is a ventless fireplace. So we'll get a key out here sooner or later. Moving on along with our painted brick, we've got this is a hole in your wall. It says pet safe. If you've got a dog, that might be convenient. That might be an amenity if you have a dog. But unless you have a dog or a cat that can use this door, you have a hole in your wall. And it compromises the insulation into the house. And, when you try to sell this home, this might be perfect for you. But the new buyers, whoever they may be, when it comes time to sell this home, that might be something to consider. Extension cords, I get it. Party lights. Everybody likes a party. I do. I like parties. But no, you're not supposed to use... Would I do that? Yeah, it looks like just like something I would do. Not that I do the smartest things, because I don't. Alright, extension cords should not be used in permanent applications. Now we're going to go through the Turdville. Turds everywhere. I mean, I am. Alright. Those poor dogs. That's all I can say. They shouldn't have to live like this. Alright. That's the only exterior faucet. This whole video started. I was looking for the front exterior faucet. I wanted to do the water video first. Moving on along. Exterior lights, control joints, vinyl frame windows. I'd like to be closer to the house. I can't. I can't. Oh my goodness. That's something else. Okay. And moving along, we've got 2 tankless water heaters. We've got 2 condensing units. So that's what we've got. And again, we've got just kind of looking. Caps on all these. Just at the front. Wait a minute, is there a cap over here? Just every once in a while they just get kind of tired. Cap, no cap, 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 cap. Okay, that's 3 caps I've counted so far. It's kind of interesting. Moving on along. See, these rain gutters are different because they're not butt-ins. Here's the brick sleigh. I'm going to have a whole video for these guys. Moving on along, we got a gate on each side. We got another water faucet over here. So we have two water faucets on the exterior. That's all that's required, and that's all you have. But in the front yard, and it's supposed to be on 2 sides of the house, and it's really supposed to be on 2 opposite sides, and this really isn't the case. It's on 2 adjacent sides. And you should actually have, this is the north wall, then you should have one on the south wall. Or if you'd have one over here on the west wall, then you'd have one on the east wall. So anyway, there's that. Moving on along, wooden car overhead doors. Exterior luminaries are sealed. Some of our rain gutters, this one rain gutter. One rain gutter discharges above grade, and really, where else are you going to put it? It's right here on the driveway. It's something kind of interesting. Is this water or is this oil? Somebody's dripping oil. Okay. It's not what I do, but it's a 2-year-old home. Okay, gable ends. I'm looking. Bear with me. We're almost done with this video. Just bear with me. This is about where we started. And again, this is the rain gutter butt end. I can see a little bit of kickout flashing right there. Not much, but a little bit. That's even sealed to the wall. And do you think over time that's going to run down? I do. That's what's going to happen.